How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing fine, John. And I hope you're going to take care of yourself. Have you got it cured yet?
Don't forget, this is freedom of the speech, Mike.
No, wait a second. Did you get it cured yet? Is
Not
what
yet.
I really want to know.
Not yet.
Well, I'm astonished that Howard still works with you. I mean, it's contagious.
OJ, innocent or guilty, Mike?
Oh, is there any doubt in your mind?
Coming up today, Gary tells me the best Stuttering John ever.
Stuttering John hit a grand slam last night. He went to some event where there were all the network anchors. Every single network news person was there except for Dan Rather.
Yeah.
John spoke to every one of them, pisses every one of them off.
Yeah.
But especially, he gets Walter Cronkite.
Yeah.
Not once, but twice.
Wow.
And the second time.
Does he lecture him?
Oh, yeah. He wishes him a miserable career.
Wow. Walter Cronkite says to Stuttering John, I hope you have a miserable career.
Yeah, yeah.
And what he doesn't know is Stuttering John does have a miserable career.
Yes, that's right.
His dreams are coming true.
Yeah.
Well, John
He's
did-
a prophet. He's like Moses.
John did this really cool thing.
Everyone's saying this is the best Stuttering John yet.
Oh,
John
I
did this-
can't wait to hear.
John did this really cool thing. He went to the event, and he hung out in the lobby.
Right.
So he got all of them. And then by some bizarre stroke, they let him into the party. Oh, he got Donahue. He got Donahue while Donahue was standing next to Marlo.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Not a happy man.
Donahue was yelling?
He was skipping questions and
Really?
not very happy.
And Marlo was yelling?
No, she didn't say anything.
Wow.
She didn't say
Marlo
anything.
never yelled.
But he was asking him questions about...
Marlo's too stupid.
He was sort of asking him questions about Marlo while she's
Really?
standing right there.
Oh, that's great. Did he call her Marla?
No, he
That's
didn't.
always good when he does that.
But,
Marla.
But it's actually gotten to the point where these people recognize John because he's gotten every one of them before.
Yeah, right.
But it's always in mid-interview.
Yeah.
It's like, what are these about? You know, also these bizarre questions.
Yeah, right. So when are we going to, Scott the engineer's had the tape since 4 o'clock this morning. And again, I
When
get
does he plan
crazy.
to get it to us?
I don't know. I get crazy. Gary came in, he goes, the best Stuttering John ever. And I go, whoa, great.
Yeah, you want to get it on now.
Hey, I'm into that. I love Stuttering John when he goes out and he nails a few people. He nailed like 25 people.
Wow.
Yeah, it's only half of it.
So Gary says maybe it'll be ready by 7:30. So I said, well, what time did Scott get the tape? Because I'm always yelling about this. If John has good tape, get it to him at 4 in the morning. It'll be ready at 6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he got it to him at 4 in the morning.
No, they got it to him. I found out they got it to him at 10 of 5.
All right, 10 of 5. So now it's 7:20.
What's he been doing with it?
I don't know. What is the process?
I went in there at 5 of 6, and I said, Scott, give me an estimated time. He goes, 20 or 30 minutes. I said, I'll see you at 7. And I was kidding, and then I go in at 7, and it still wasn't ready.
So I thought he got that digital workstation. Things are going to be quicker.
The process is that the E-people bring it in,
Yeah.
and they roll it from the videotape onto tape, and then...
Well, doesn't he roll it? Wait a second. Let me tell you the
But
process.
you say he got it at 10 of 5.
Yeah, but here's the process. When they're rolling it from videotape, does Scott sit there and watch it with John? So he's familiar with it?
Oh, yeah, they're rolling it right. In fact, they're rolling it directly into the digital workstation.
Okay. And then he marks where it needs to be edited.
He's got to do a lot of edits, a lot of silly
but isn't that as
edits.
simple as just hitting a button?
Well, that's what he said when he was begging for this machine, this digital workstation.
I think it slowed him down.
Where is he? I got to know the No, I want to know the process.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm willing to lose 5 minutes.
Since we don't have the tape.
He's coming here? Because he was screaming that he needed this equipment so he could get things done quick. This is 2 hours and 20 minutes to edit down some tape.
I got to tell you, it's really funny watching him work it because he's new at it.
Yeah.
So he does something, and then you watch the smoke come out of his head for about 15 seconds, and then he pushes a button, nothing happens, and then more smoke comes out. and
This
then
is what the
he
problem
pushes
is.
another
Yeah, but
button.
I mean, I don't want to... Why can't he train on his own time? Why does he have to do it with my stuff? Where's Scott?
He says 5 minutes.
No, but I want to talk to him on the
I
air.
said that, but he said that he's got to finish.
No, he's got to come in here. though.
Tell him to come in
You got
here.
it.
Tell him this is more important.
We're willing to make the sacrifice.
It's time for him to take his medicine.
Another 5 minutes. This is now going on 2.5 hours.
If you want 5 minutes,
It
it's gonna
seems
take
that every
25
morning
now.
he has to come in and figure out how this equipment works again.
I know. He's always learning the equipment.
Let's see, what did I do yesterday?
What button did I hit that did that yesterday?
No, it's
It's-
not the cursor.
It's Scott's worst nightmare, though, because he got what he begged for.
I know. And now he's telling me he's got to relearn everything. Where is
This
it?
obviously is not the machine he would have preferred.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, there must be something. Where is he?
Here he is.
Oh, Scott.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Don't get mad.
What the hell do you want?
Let's see, which button should I pick? Eeny, meeny,
Mighty,
miny, mo.
Mosky.
All right, you got the tape today at 10 of 5.
5:30 we started pulling them.
That's
No.
not what. That's
I
not
heard
what-
10 of 5 you got the tape.
5:30 we started pulling them.
But
Yes,
what time was
Doug,
the guy
Started
here?
pulling him?
Wait, Doug came in at about 5:10. We pulled something off video,
No, hold on. Let me hear something. Can I just say something? This is how I would do it if I was an engineer. I'm not an engineer, though. So maybe I'm wrong. So they hand you this videotape.
No, not.
No.
So they have a videotape.
Go ahead.
They roll it off onto your digital workstation.
That is correct.
As it's rolling, do you mark it and watch it?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. I do.
I do.
Indeed, I do.
So far, so good.
So then all you have to do on this digital workstation is hit a couple of buttons, and the edits are done, right? You
What?
tell the machine where the edits are to be made, and then it automatically deletes
That's correct.
the garbage.
That's right.
And then you're left with what we're going to listen to on the air.
Mm-hmm.
So how come that takes 2.5 hours?
Well, first of all, we started pulling his interviews at 5:30, and you can ask Doug about that. After we dubbed off what we had from video, then we had to go to the cassette that John had, and we pulled it off. I had to take. I had to take
Wait. Why would you listen to the? Why would you watch the video?
No, they needed something that they didn't have on cassette from a video. He said that's what we had to do, so I did it. So that was done at 5:30.
All right. So in other words, there was some things that were recorded on video that they didn't get on the audio cassette.
That's correct.
All right. Why didn't they get them on the audio cassette?
This is news to me. I thought Scott was just pulling straight from video.
All right. So then you get
No, no,
everything.
no.
So you get everything done by 5:30. Now you've pulled everything.
No,
Oh.
we just.
You know what? I give up.
Howard,
You can't even understand
I'm
the
gonna make this.
process.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm busy.
Howard, I'm going to make this easy for you.
Why doesn't John get here at 4 with the tape?
I'm going to make this easy.
It's a good
for you.
idea.
Yeah.
Because Scott's not here at 4. Everything is
Sure,
pulled by
sure.
5 of 6.
Were you here by 4 today?
4:30.
4:10. I got here.
4:10? Were you really here by 4:10?
Yes.
Maybe.
No, I was. I really was.
Possibly.
Everything
I
was
was
pulled by
poking my
5.
car.
Everything was pulled by 5 of 6. Correct.
And then I took.
Everything's done by 5 of 6, so it's pulled in the digital
right.
workstation.
Then it had to be edited first. Then I didn't get back to it till like 6:15 because I had technical problems with the satellite feed and things like that.
You're kidding me.
No, I tried. Listen.
Technical problems with the satellite feed?
Yes.
What does that mean? What do you mean? What satellite? The satellite we're on?
Yeah, the satellite the show.
What was
goes
the
out.
problem?
The Q line wasn't working properly, so I had to take care of that. So I got back to it about 6:15. Started editing all the interviews down, and we're done.
All right, now we're ready.
If you,
I could take a commercial break and we'll be back with Stuttering John?
That is correct.
Maybe.
I hope.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what takes so long. It's simple.
Yeah, are you having trouble working the machine?
I have no trouble at all.
You know what every button is, and you know what to hit at every moment.
Yes.
Okay.
If you mark off where you want the edits on that machine, isn't it as simple as just programming, telling it where to edit, and then boom, it just edits it?
No, it's not that simple.
It's not.
No.
Why?
He still has to go and actually go to the spot and like sort of move it back and forth. to
Yeah, but
do
once he
it.
marks
I
it.
have to shuttle it.
Right. Thank you, Freddie.
I have to shuttle.
Yes. It's a very delicate process.
I'm still hands-on.
A single ash can throw it off.
All right, please hurry.
How many cigarettes did you have during that whole process?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. He was busy.
A couple of packs.
He laid them
that's all.
end to end so they would just burn.
All right, thank you. You know what? I don't understand the process anymore, but it's 2.5 hours later, and we still don't have one interview here.
Well.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Have it to you in 45 minutes now.
Let's see if it's here when we get back from commercial.
That's a lot of stuff.
Okay, let me take a break, and I'll find out what's going on right after these words.
WXRK Radio. What? WXRK Radio.
What?
WXRK Radio.
Anyway, so Stuttering John was. Where were you, by the way? Just so I can tell people.
We were at the NBC. They had it was a big party they threw for the First Amendment. You know, for the protection of the First Amendment.
And we weren't invited?
Is that where G. Gordon Liddy got an award?
No one was getting awards. It was just like a dinner, and then and Gary Trudeau. You know, I don't guess what do you call them? Animation cells, whatever. We're all over the place. You know.
His Doonesbury pictures?
Yeah.
Those horrible pictures. That Doonesbury is the world's worst comic. Boy, that's a scam. I got to start drawing a comic. That's the next thing I'm getting
You work
into.
way too hard. You
I
should
do.
have just sat in your room and drawn comics, and you'd be rich and living with Jane Pauley.
Yeah. I'm a douche.
And not getting all this crap thrown at you.
Yeah, I would like call my comic like Dullsbury. So, there's cartoons. Because I read in the paper that G. Gordon Liddy got a Freedom of Speech Award. Because
Yeah, but that's that National Association of Talk Radio.
I can't believe they didn't give me the award.
Oh, no, they're never going to give you that award.
I mean, you talk about a free speech award. I'm the one who's been fined.
And I thought it was very interesting that what they said was that this is not saying that we agree with what he said, but we agree with his right to be able to say it.
Gee, I wish somebody would have done that for me when the FCC has fined me over $1 million. I haven't found anybody who spoke out in my favor.
No. In fact, the other recipients include Jack Anderson, the syndicated columnist.
Why, who's ever stopped him from speaking freely?
And Mario Cuomo.
Oh, yeah, another advocate of free speech. Well, actually, he wrote a lot of speeches, but they weren't free. You had to pay for him to show up.
So they don't know who to honor. But I thought,
Yeah.
yes, this is a perfect award for us, and we're not going to get it.
Yeah.
G. Gordon Liddy gets it.
In all fairness, I think they might have offered it to me, but I said I wouldn't come to their dinner. So, I don't know. I got to check into that.
Then I'm getting on the case for no good
Yeah.
reason. Tell me these things.
Well, I just thought of it, maybe. I don't know, but I don't know that that's true. I'll check into it so we can yell about
'Cause you
them.
are the perfect recipient.
Exactly, Robin. And you too. All right, so anyway, Stuttering John was over at this NBC free speech thing.
So we went into the lobby first. Before we went up to the party, we decided, well, let's get them in the lobby so we can get them individually without anyone seeing.
Yeah, right. Okay. Here we go. Stuttering John at the party, before the party, outside. Whatever.
Hey, Walter, can we ask you a question, please? WXRK
Who are
Radio.
you with?
WXRK Radio.
What?
WXRK Radio.
What?
That's very funny. Who are you with? What? Huh? What?
Well, he's been burned by John a few times.
But he thinks if he hears him sputter some call letters, he'll know.
Yeah.
Who are you with?
Oh, I'm a broadcaster. I know all the call letters.
Who are you with?
It's already class.
I know. Who are you with? XRK?
Who? What?
XRK?
What?
Oh, okay. XRK. XRK?
Hey, Walter, can we ask you a question, please? WXRK
Who are
Radio.
you with?
WXRK Radio.
What?
WXRK Radio.
What?
We ought to just... Can we isolate that, Scott, and just have that...
Who are you with?
That'll be making its way into the show a lot.
That's our most trusted man.
Yeah.
No
Here
wonder
we
we
go.
trust him.
Why didn't your network ever report that John F. Kennedy smoked pot in the White House and was nailing Marilyn Monroe?
I'm sorry. What? I didn't hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Why didn't your network ever report that John F. Kennedy smoked?
I don't care.
No, you don't want to.
No, I know who you are now.
What happened?
Figured it out.
What happened?
He goes, I know who you are now.
I've placed you.
I know who you are. Get out of here.
There's a legitimate question, though. Why is it that when he was a newsman, they would not report that John F. Kennedy, they knew he was having an affair. They knew it. All the newsmen used to see the woman that, you know, he was having sex with.
The women.
Women. Why didn't you report it?
What?
I mean, for once, we found a legitimate question for the guy. I'm not going to answer that.
I know who you are now.
I know who you are.
Now, he'll be coming back later on, right?
Yeah, later when we get in the party, he
yells at you.
he's cornered, and you know, and that's it.
And he really yells at you.
Yeah, and then he gives me a lecture.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
I
it.
can't wait for it. I understand it's a really intense lecture.
You are so busy degrading the American public. I don't understand you guys.
My best-selling book, Private Parts, the fastest-selling book in Simon & Schuster history, is available right now in paperback. Soon to be a major motion
I
picture.
think she thought he meant in a sexual way.
What does that mean?
I'm Paul.
Do you think that the way to become a great interviewer is to just pounce on people and ask so-called...
Anyway, we gotta go.
Oh, no, Bob, I love you. I'm a big fan.
I'm a big fan of yours, too. I really am. I'm a
Seriously.
big fan. Seriously.
Wonderful.
Forgive us.
Barbara, please let me just ask you one more. I've always wanted to ask you this. Barbara, it's this way, Barbara. This way.
They're running in the wrong direction.
They were running to the wrong elevator.
What was the next question?
I was going to ask them, how would you make me cry? You know, cause,
Yeah.
But we get her again.
All right, take it easy. Slow down. You're going to speak to her again?
Yeah.
You know, let me take a break so you can calm
This
down.
is so
Because
funny.
obviously you're getting a little upset.
Why didn't you stutter with her when
You
you
know,
stuttered
what's
here?
going on? You're sweating and you're stuttering.
Yeah, I got to take off my shirt.
All right, take it easy. Why don't you cool down?
Okay.
What happened? You locked up on me. Well, your lip is shaking, and you.
Oh, I know. Well, she actually makes reference to that in the next interview with Barbara.
Okay. All right. Why don't you calm down? We'll take a break.
Hero of the stupid.
And we'll see what happens with more celebrities as we meet Mike Wallace, Phil Donahue, Tom Brokaw, Barbara Walters again, Peter Jennings, and Walter Cronkite for a big finale. Right after.
Saved him for last.
Yeah, right after these words.
Why would I want to make you cry when you're so cute and your little chin is quivering and everything? I wouldn't want you to cry.
Sitting here with Stuttering John, who was very busy last night. He was over at some big shindig for NBC News people where he was greeted fondly by many of the top anchor people in the news industry.
Let me ask John something. Do you get, I mean, are you scared of asking these questions, or do you enjoy it?
Yeah. He's too stupid to be scared.
No, I'm scared, but after the first one, then then I love it.
It's like losing your virginity,
Yeah,
Robin.
but the
you were
first one's
scared the
hard.
first
No,
time.
it's funny because, you know, he's encountered Walter Cronkite before. He knows that he's going to get yelled at. I mean, doesn't that bother him?
It doesn't bother me. I like with Walter, I enjoy it.
You know he can't beat you up, so.
Yeah, I enjoy it with him because he gets so passionate about it.
Yeah, it's funny.
You know, I don't understand you guys. I swear to God, I don't. I told you this before, on earlier occasions where we've met, unfortunately.
Yes, yes. You have scolded me before about using the word friggin'.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
So,
you know, you've got a weird sense of humor.
Well, thanks.
Like you're standing there like an idiot. All right, here we go. Let's go back now. Now, Stuttering John works his way into the actual function and is one-on-one with Mike Wallace, Phil Donahue, Tom Brokaw, Barbara Walters, Peter Jennings, and, of course, Walter Cronkite. Here's Stuttering John now.
What?
Excuse me, Mr. Cronkite. Now here is Stuttering John with Mike Wallace, who you've interviewed on several occasions.
Yeah.
I remember the one time he really got angry is when you asked about his skin condition. You thought he was a little too old.
Yeah, I said, how could a man your age still have pimples?
Right.
And he got really pissed.
Yeah.
So I'm sure on this one we should get ready for some big douche chills, right?
Yeah, he didn't stay with me too long. I think.
All right, I wonder why. All right, let's see what happens.
Hey, Mike.
Mike,
Mike, he's at the bar.
Hi, can we ask you a question, please?
Yeah.
WXRK Radio. Besides Ed Bradley, can you name another blank news anchor?
Hello, Bob. How are you? Nice to see you. You could think of that. Yeah. Wasn't that fun? Yeah. You want to talk to this gentleman?
Hi. How are you? How are you? How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing fine, John. And I hope you're going to take care of yourself. Have you got it cured yet?
Don't forget, this is freedom of the speech,
Well,
Mike.
no, wait a second. Did you get it cured yet? Is
Not
what
yet.
I really want to
Not
know.
yet, but-
Well, I'm astonished that Howard still works with you. I mean, it's contagious.
OJ, innocent or guilty, Mike?
Oh, is there any doubt in your mind?
Oh, hey, Mike, come on, let me talk to you, Mike.
All right. There you go. Pretty good interview.
But did John call Ed Bradley a blank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, beside Ed Bradley, are there any other blanks? It was supposed to be any other black.
I know. I don't know what happened.
You drew a blank. No wonder Mike Wallace questions why you work with me. So he obviously knows you now.
Yeah,
Mike Wallace.
so many times. Like, 'cause the last time I got him, which you don't remember, is when I asked him if he used Oxy 5 or Stridex pad.
Yeah.
So at this point, he's pretty like.
He's pretty aware of you.
Hey, Walter, can we ask you a question, please? For WXRK Radio.
Who are you with?
WXRK Radio.
What?
WXRK Radio.
Right.
Why didn't your network ever report that John F. Kennedy was smoked pot in the White House and was nailing Marilyn Monroe?
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Why didn't your network ever report that John F. Kennedy
I
smoked?
don't care.
No, you don't want to.
No, I know who you are now.
Walter?
Hi.
How are you?
You were lurking behind there.
No, well, I didn't know you were coming. And
I don't lurking when I see it.
any more phony stories planned for Dateline?
Any more phony stories planned for Dateline? Good question.
Hey, Barbara. Hi, can I ask you a question for XRK Radio? How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Are you salivating to get your hands on OJ?
Am I salivating to get my hands on OJ? I don't think so, no.
Okay, is your speech impediment, is that real?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Paul from XRK, and that's Tim Dillon.
Do you think that the way to become a great interviewer is to just pounce on people and ask so-called...
Anyway, we gotta go.
Oh, no, Barbara, I love you. I'm a big fan.
I'm a big fan of yours, too.
Were you ever sexually attracted to your sister?
We run into each other before.